Grandma Sherman is, strange. Read this fucking letter. Dear Alejandro, fuck you. Anyways, I left all this shit in your will because I don't give a fuck about it, just like you. Anyways, have a terrible rest of your life. Wow, very, thoughtful, well-written letter. Okay, let's go through the shit then. A Bible? An unholy Bible? A top hat. For a midget. Beautiful. Fuck. A dirty sock. Rick and Morty slippers? I mean, fuck it, I'll put them on right now. What? Just a bunch of weird masks. Why are there gloves and a knife? I'll save these for later. Now back to these weird fucking masks. Huh. What? Why is there cobwebs and why are they green? Are they radioactive spiders or a whole fucking new species? Why the fuck do I have the urge to put it on now? Why am I doing this? Why is everything blue? Yeah, this thing's coming. How did I get here? You're somewhere where you shouldn't be, pal. Fuck. I might have killed someone, but hey, no biggie, you know. They were in my house, self-defense, they were wearing a mask. You know, I'll never know who they were. Why do they have red hair like me? Anyways. The 5 Masks of Dr. Screem. A book review that I should have done a month ago or two. And I never got to do because, you know, my phone broke. And yeah, we're now extremely late, but we're doing it anyways. I mean, we have fucking Halloween reviews next month still, so yeah, we're really late some of these. And yeah, this book is fucking stupidly long, first of all. I just want to throw that out there. This book is 170 fucking 3 pages. Fuck no. Okay, it's not bad, but it's certainly not worth your time. Let's get to the review. And now for the blurb. Hooray. Scream and shouts. Monica Anderson thinks her biggest problem is taking care of her karate-chopping younger brother, Peter. Peter! Trick-or-treating on Halloween. But she is wrong. After knocking on the door of an old, creepy house, the kids are met by a strange woman pleading for their help. The evil Dr. Screem is after 5 horribly ugly ancient masks. These artifacts have the power to manipulate the world around them. Monica and Peter don't want to help, but they must retrieve the mask and defeat Screem. Unfortunately, nothing on Halloween is what appears to be. And that is the story of 5 Screams of Dr. Mask. Yeah. I said that completely wrong, didn't I? I wouldn't recommend this one, but it's not bad. This book is very much trying to be the next Stine classic. In 30 years, people are going to be looking back on this like it's the fucking Haunted Mask, okay? That's what I feel like with this book. It's trying to be another classic, but it just fails. It just barely misses the mark. I think that this book is pretty damn good, but, like, I would never go back to reread this one unless it's, like, Halloween 20 years down the line. It's not worth your time, honestly, but it's still really good, really solid. It's just, goddamn, this was obviously trying to be the next Haunted Mask, and it just didn't land. It's not good enough to be the next Haunted Mask. But yeah, I still would recommend it if you want a nice Halloween book, because it is a nice Halloween book, but it's just trying so hard, okay? It's trying so fucking hard. But yeah, it's really not worth your time if you're just an average Goosebumps reader. You know, just trying to read some of the good ones. Don't really need to read the bad ones type of dude. Like, oh yeah, I'll just skip over that. Never get to it, because I don't give a fuck. But yeah, if you're some sort of completionist, save this one for Halloween. Anyways, yeah, let's get to the upsides. So what are the upsides for this book? Well, there are genuine stakes in this book. They might lose their parents, they might lose their life, they might fucking die. There are some really high stakes, and that makes it an interesting story, and a very enjoyable one. It adds on to the story, because if there weren't some high-ass stakes, this story would have been pretty damn mid. But yeah, the stakes in this book are really high. Like, the fucking world might go to shit, okay? It is pretty high for a book about masks, and a guy called Dr. Screem. Yeah, the stakes in this book are really high. Also, the characters in this book are pretty enjoyable. I like them all. I like the main character especially. I think her name was Monica. She's pretty cool. And then I like her karate chop and little brother. I thought he was also a cool character. And yeah, I like the characters. I like the old lady that they meet. I like Dr. Scream. It's kind of like Dr. Maniac in some ways. And yeah, I really enjoyed them. Another thing I liked was the masks. Okay, so the masks that you could put on were a bug mask, a mummy mask, a skull mask, and many more. And I thought they were all really cool. They all had different effects on you, like, oh, you would have different types of visions, and then you would get transported to different areas, like, of the world. Like, the mummy one, you'd get transported back to ancient Egypt. The skull one was actually never put on, I believe. The bug mask would actually take you to a world where bugs are fucking massive, with an obvious reference to A Shocker on Shock Street. The wolf mask would take you to the snowy mountains, and you'd turn into a wolf, which is probably one of the better parts of the book, but also one of the weirdest parts. Get to that in a minute. And I really liked that stuff. I liked how unique it was. I've never seen anything like that in Goosebumps, where it would transport you every time you put on a mask. And yeah, it adds another obstacle for these kids to overcome, and I thought it was really cool. Another thing I liked was the wolf segment. So I thought that was, like, genuinely fucking great. I hate furries. Let me just make this very abrupt and clear. I fucking hate furries, and I hate everything they fucking stand for. If I had a button to kill every person who's a furry, or a button to save every person that's a furry, and let them have a nice happy life, I'm killing them. Okay? Anyways. Fucking Christ. This girl turns into a wolf. Our main character, I think this is like the third mask to put on, like, she turns into a fucking wolf! And tries to kill her brother. That's where you got me. So, it is pretty dark. I really, really enjoyed that. I don't like how she turned into a wolf. No. Kind of like a furry, you know. No fucking way. But I like the wolf aspect. How she actually acted like a fucking wolf and tried to kill her little brother. Nearly killing him by throwing him over a cliff. Pretty dark. Of course, she didn't have control over it because she was a little wild, because she's a fucking wolf now. But yeah, it was pretty dark. I'm glad she didn't kill her brother, because that would have been a little too far, Stine. Maybe throw that in a Series 2000 or some shit, you know. But it was still really dark, and I really enjoyed that. So, yeah, that adds to the darkness of the book, which is another small upside, since we didn't get a lot of it. But yeah, it was very dark and very, very good segment. And yeah, those are my upsides for this book. There really isn't anything else. Yeah, let's get to the downsides. And now for the downsides. What did I hate or dislike about this book? I'm not a big fan of the ending. She wants to forget everything that happened, and they go home all holly and jolly. It's not like 8 in the morning and her parents are worried. Either way, they're home now, they're all good. And they forgot completely everything that happened after they fixed it all. And they got all the masks. I thought it was fucking stupid that you want to forget it, and that really pissed me off. Why the fuck would you want to forget it? In the end, they do remember it because they have all the fucking masks in their bag. What the fuck? Pretty stupid. You know, pretty fucking stupid. Kind of pissed me off. It was just a stupid fucking ending, and it could have been a lot better. There was also a scene in a graveyard, which I thought was not really enjoyable, where they found a secret lair of Dr. Scream in a grave, and it was just really dumb. The first few pages of the book are pretty bad. Okay, I wouldn't recommend like the first 30 pages before we actually get into the 5 Masks of Dr. Screem plot. You know, it's Hallow's Eve, and then it's Halloween, and then it's pretty bland. I wouldn't really read it. It's not great. And also because this book did not need to be 170 fucking pages. This book had no fucking right to be that fucking long. No fucking right. 170 fucking pages? Sure, they have to collect 5 masks. You could do a mask every 20 pages. 100 pages, and then 20 pages for the intro, 10 pages for the intro, and then 10 pages to wrap up the rest of the book. Plus, you can make them shorter for each segment of the mask. Fuck! Not 170 fucking pages. This book did not need to be dragged on that long. Pissed me off. Obviously. And yeah, those are my downsides for the book. There's some pretty bad ones. And, yeah, let's just get to the rating now. Kill me. Hey everybody, I forgot to add a rating. Yeah, I know, pretty fucking stupid of me. I think I did put it in there, but I don't know, I cut it out somewhere like a fucking idiot while editing. Anyways, I give the book a 6.5 out of 10. Now let's get into the summaries and shit. Hooray. Though I did say some bad shit about this book, I will admit that the book was still pretty good. I would recommend it for a Halloween read, but I would never read it again. And I also just wouldn't recommend it if you're just some guy who wants to read a Goosebump book after they haven't read one in like 3 months. This is not a great way to come back. Yeah, I'm gonna give this book a 6.5 out of 10. Very much trying to be the next Haunted Mask, which it fails at fucking completely. Maybe off by a bit. It could have landed there at the end, but it didn't really hit the mark for being the next Haunted Mask. And I thought the book had a lot of issues, but also a lot of great fucking scenes that were really awesome, even if one of them involved kind of furry antics. But also complete opposite of furries, because furries think everything's all cutesy, dootsy, and all happy, like fucking idiots. And yeah, I really enjoyed this book in a lot of areas, but there's also some pretty bad shit, and I would probably never reread this. Not for a long time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me what you guys think of the 5 Masks of Screem. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Kill me. Oh yeah, and bye.